If you found this video, this is going to be a message for you. Welcome or welcome back to You Matter, where you are always important here on my channel. And I love to give upliftment messages down to things to help your mental health, spirituality, neuroscience, whatever that comes towards me, I'm gonna give it to you. So I know when you seen this title and you looked at it, this was a sign. I've been feeling this for like the past couple days, that if you see this, you need to slow down. And I always keep it real on any platform I'm on, whether I'm on here or my podcast. And I always tell y'all, I had to learn something of this experience too. So to let you know you're not alone. But this channel message is for whoever just finds this. And I feel like immediately you have to slow your butt down. Slow your physical self down, slowing your mental down, vibration down. And this is how your blessings and your new life is gonna come. Because to be honest, it is on its way. I literally was writing this and channeling this in my notebook. This is how strong it was coming in. So some of the signs I feel will give signs to know you're going through this. So right now, are you feeling beyond tired? Like you are feeling beyond exhausted because in your life right now, your life is beyond slow. I mean, I'm talking about slow as hell right now. Like you feel like you are behind. You look around you and you feel like everybody is elevating. Everybody is like 10, 20 steps ahead of you. And no matter what you do, you feel like nothing's not working out. Certain signs you could be feeling like you're lazy. You could be feeling like you're not putting in enough time. You could be feeling like a failure. No matter what you do, you could be feeling like you are. You could be feeling lost. These are all signs you could be feeling. Frustration. And this is one of the biggest signs right here that I feel like when we get into that energy, we start to begin to panic, and we get in panic mode, and we start to force things. We start to, let's say for example, for someone who has been out of a job, if you're listening to me and you've been out of work, all right, either it could have been you left your job, you could have got fired from your job. Maybe you don't want to do the work that you was doing and you want something better. You don't want to live the struggle, right? And you've been out of work for years. And it's not because you're lazy. It's not because you don't want money, right? Who doesn't want money, right? We need money in the world to survive in 3D world, right? But you start pushing yourself, meaning you start finding yourself getting desperate. You start letting fear take control, and you start sitting here applying for jobs that you know, and this is not to knock nobody with jobs, what they do. When I'm saying this is about you, what you know that you don't resonate with. You start pushing yourself with jobs that you left from the past, and you find yourself going back to jobs that you know that is not good for your highest good. It doesn't pay good. It's not going to get you where you're going to be. You're going to be in the same loophole. You start panicking. You start getting in panic mode. You start going back to things that don't serve you. You start getting into this hustling energy. You start getting into this pushing energy, this spiraling energy, this overthinking energy. This is all the energy I feel that a lot of you are getting in. But I want to tell you this, guys, okay? This is a sign here. No matter these feelings that you are feeling, you are not behind. You are not failing. You are not lazy. Sometimes life has to slow our tails down because we have outgrown certain parts of our life. And what's happening for a lot of you guys right now, even though you don't see it physically in front of you right now, what's happening behind the scenes, especially you guys elevating to a different 4D, 5D dimension, your new life is already starting to come together. But it's that your nervous system and your mental is trying to catch up to this life, to your new life, basically. If you know that you've been manifesting, you know that you're speaking into existence about what you want. If a lot of you have walked away from things that don't serve your purpose, a lot of you listening to me know what you want, or even if you don't know exactly what you want, but you know that you want a comfortable life. You know you don't want to stress. You know you don't want to struggle, right? That's you knowing what you want. This life is being prepared for you now, but in order for you to get it, you have to calm yourself down. You have to slow yourself down at the pace that you're in, because your body is trying to get out of auto survival pilot mode. It's trying to get out of old repetition, and it's trying to get into the new phase of your life. And think about it, okay? A lot of people would say this, well, listen, I've been without a job, or, for years I haven't been working. What's going on, right? But what if It's not meant for you to work a regular type job. What if it's meant for you to work something else? Or maybe it's meant for you to move somewhere else. Maybe it's meant for you to do something. Like, you got to think about that. And the first thing that we all do, which is normal, and if we want to go a little deeper on this is why I always say when it comes to time, it's man-made, it's controlled. It's to control us and keep us in autopilot mode. The main thing that a lot of us are guilty of doing, which is normal, we see the state of the world doing it, is panic. So when you panic, that creates fear, that creates overthinking, that creates spiraling, and then that creates you going back to a life that you don't want to go back to, doing things that you don't want to do back to, just so you can shut up the noise that you're hearing. But the whole time the body could just be sending signals for you to relax yourself, okay? Like I said, sometimes life is slowing you down because you have outgrown certain chapters in your life. Slow seasons is not a punishment. This slow season, no matter how long the slow season is for any of you, and I feel like the only reason why some of you are in a longer slow season, it's because of how you are reacting to the slow season. Now, I'm not here to bash or say nothing like that. I'm just being real, because I had to be real with my damn self. I was thinking about that. I was like, yo, I'm overreacting and I'm not calming myself down. I'm panicking. I'm not allowing myself to receive. And of course, we have to see it. We have to visualize. We have to feel it. We have to talk it in order for us to receive it. Because you know how you guys ever heard that saying? I know probably just like an old school saying, like, oh, you ever say somebody's name and somebody go, oh, don't say their name, you're going to talk them up and talk their name up. It's the same thing. You're talking up and manifesting and speaking into existence of what you want, right? So you have to allow that slow season. It's just like how if we compare it to the seasons. Now, I don't know where everybody's at in the world, but we have fall, we have winter, spring, and summer, right? Every season that we have, it's a process, right? It's a process when it comes to the leaves, and it comes to the trees, and it comes to, the farm, and all these things are seasons, even down to processes of how a butterfly becomes a butterfly. There's a process even to when snakes are shedding skin. It's a process, cycle of life, nature. If you listen, guys, if any of you are animal lovers, down to insect lovers, I don't care who you are, right? If you paid attention and you just watch the cycle of life when it comes to plants and it comes to animals, let's be real. Their season is not controlled by man-made time. It's not controlled by time. It's controlled naturally. It's controlled by the sun. It's controlled, you know what I mean? It's controlled by the season. So it's the same thing, is similar into how we have it. These trees and these plants and these animals are not rushing the process. But see, of course, right, guys, if we hear that, we go, okay, but I can't sit here waiting this time because I need my money now. I need to pay my bills. I need this. But if you were to go down a rabbit hole, right? And I want you guys to go down a rabbit hole, and I want you to type in slow season, like just type in anything. You're gonna find people who would tell you stories of how no matter what was going on in their life or what they lacked and they didn't have in society's norm, what we're supposed to have, they were always taken care of. They always had their bills paid. They always had food. Their kids was taken care of. They was taken care of. They had everything they need. You ever hear some people say that to you? I know I've heard that when I walked in my spirituality. I hear people say, no matter what, the universe provide for me. Even down to my sister. My sister's spiritual journey started a little before me. And I'm telling you, my sister had a destination to leave from the state we were staying in. And she had a destination without lack of resources, and it was provided for her because she allowed herself to feel it. She allowed herself to receive it without physically receiving it first. So look up some of those people and you're going to see how they always were provided for, but it's a process. They had to allow their body to be of acceptance of the season, because I feel like with a lot of us, we don't want to be in acceptance when things start moving slow, right? We don't like that. We're panicking. We're like, no, this is too quiet. I don't like that it's slow because my bank account is on E. This is on E. I need this. I need that. I need this. But again, in order to receive these things and in order to have this type of life, we have to slow our body down. And if you even were to go down more deeper and look at previous videos I did, go on my podcast. I leave links here on the community tab where I talked about this, or even look up neuroscience. You don't even got to listen to me. Listen to top people that's into the neuroscience. They will tell you how to shift your prefrontal cortex, how to shift your hippocampus, how to, shift the subconscious from fear. You will hear all of the stuff that you will be doing mentally first because you do have to get into alignment here, okay? So slow seasons are not punishments. It's all about alignment, and that's what's happening right now. This, when you found my video, this is a sign. The reason why your season is slow, the reason why things are not picking up the way it is because it is happening for you. It's that you have to physically, your body and your mentally has to get shifted into alignment, and it's going to be kind of harder. It's going to be, harder for that to happen if you are pushing against it or not forcing it. Now, it's not saying you don't want your blessings and you don't want money, you don't want things to happen for you. It's the fact of the fear. You know, you're creating a lot of you guys are on autopilot, okay? So when nothing is moving, it's because you're being prepared, not blocked. So when nothing's moving right now, if you found me, nothing's moving right now. Like if it's something moving, it's not moving as fast as it should be, okay? It's because you are being prepared for the season you're destined to have. And I'm gonna be real, even though I said you're not blocked, you aren't blocked, but you're also being protected. And we don't want to talk about that enough here too. You ever hear about sometimes people rush for things too fast, and then when they get it, they go, damn, maybe I should wait a little bit, right? And it could be a lot of you guys are being protected, because when you walk into this new chapter, you walk into this new season, I'm telling you right now, listening to me, you're not gonna ever have to stress again. You're not gonna ever have to stress about lack, bills, stability. You're gonna be able to take care of your physical health, because remember, that saying, health is wealth, is real. Because in order for you to be able to enjoy the wealth and embrace the wealth, you have to feel good physically. But a lot of us are not where we want to be at physically with our health, or even mentally with our health, because a lot of the common denominators is money and lack of stability, which is causing it. And if we were to get in a better environment, and we're not stressing as much as what we stressing about, we could be able to take care of our physical and our mental health better. So this is what this new season is going to bring you, okay? So, like I said, the truth is, your slow season is not asking you to do more right now. It's asking you to do less. So what I mean by less is, think about, what is it that you're doing day by day when your season is slow right now? How are you panicking? What are you doing more of that you need to tell yourself, okay, I gotta chill. I gotta do less of the panicking. I gotta do less of the panicking. I gotta relax. Like, for example, if you look at my background right now, I'm out in nature. I try to get out a lot in nature because it is good for my physical health. It's good for my mental health. It's good for my spiritual aura, for me to declutter myself. It gets the brain, it gets the body pumping, it gets me pumping. I even manifest. Okay, and I wanted to talk about that in one video too, that silent manifestation is good away from your phone. I might do a separate video about that somebody needs to do that too, because that's another way how for you to manifest. But even getting out in nature helps you, getting out, doing something different. So let's say, for example, some of you don't have a job right now and you're stressing about that because you don't have a job. Get outside and create a fun but healthy routine for yourself. Journal, get outside and journal, get outside and walk. Go outside times that you would do if you were going to work. Go outside, but it's more of a physical than mental health. Make changes. If you've seen previous videos, what I did from on this channel on here, and I even did on my podcast, I always say small changes create big changes. And these small changes also even help your prefrontal cortex and your hippocampus. It helps to give you ideas. It helps for manifestations to come through. So if you create a simple new pattern for yourself here, that helps you to create change within yourself and be able to accept change. So think about something that you're doing right now that's causing you to be in panic mode, and think about a healthy, simple thing that you can do differently. And this is going to help you to allow this shift to happen, because I know a lot of you guys could feel the shift and you can feel the change happening. I know you can feel it. A lot of you guys could say, listen, things feel different now. It is, because a lot of the old 3D world is leaving and a lot of us is elevating to a new world here. Things are changing. This is why some people are leaving certain jobs, leaving certain relationships, leaving certain places they're living at, and they're living a life they're destined to live. But before they even can make this change and commit to this change, they had to let go of something old. And it's not saying that you are happy. Like, who in the hell is going to be happy of a life that they have, that they're struggling and going through the most? No. What happens is you get on autopilot. You get a codependency of that. And when we create a limited belief of ourselves in our life, we start to feel like, okay, this is what I'm destined of. I might as well accept what I have. This is it. So we have to work ourselves out of it. And that's another reason why some of us can't manifest the life that we want. It's not saying we're not able to. We are. We can manifest whatever we want. You can manifest negative stuff. We manifest every day. You know, even what you speak in the reality of what you want is manifested, okay? So it's not asking you to do more. Sometimes doing nothing. And I'm not saying like give up on yourself in an unhealthy way, or give up on your life. I'm not talking about that. I'm just saying, like, more of an attitude, more of an energy. Like, listen, I'm not going to be putting all my energy into negativity. I'm not going to be putting all my energy into toxic situations. I'm not going to be putting all my energy into toxic people, environments. And I'm not going to be waking up every day stressing about the same thing over and over. That kind of vibe, that kind of energy. And how can you do that? Well, like I said, think of something that you can do. Even you getting out, even you stepping out, even you going into a different scenery here, and even repeating to yourself and telling yourself here, I'm walking into my new life here. I'm walking into my new alignment. I'm ready for my new alignment. Like, even saying these little things can be very helpful. But this is a sign here that your life is changing, and it's really time for you to stop caring and giving into all your energy to panic, because that's what a lot of us are doing here too. We're giving all our energy and all our time into the panic, into the fear, into the worry, into the what if I don't, if I don't settle for what it is that I know deep down inside that I don't want to settle for, then I'm always going to be broke. I'm always going to not have this. I'm not going to have that. That's panic. And a lot of us are panicking, surviving. Like, we're panicking. We're choosing jobs. We're choosing things because we're panicking. But what if we don't panic? What if we, because first of all, that's jacking up our nervous system. Okay, so what if we tell our nervous system, what if we tell our mind today and say, listen, I'm not putting all my energy into the things I don't have, because I know the things that I want, I'm going to have. It's going to be here for me. So I'm just going to relax and know that it's coming towards me. Like, let's say any of you listening to me every day, you're probably filling out about 100 or something applications, like, every day. You're sitting on the computer nonstop. That could be stressing you. I'm not telling you don't have to do it, but look a little deeper. Are you applying for the jobs you want to, or you're just doing anything just so you can bring money in? Okay, don't do that. Apply for something you feel like you can't get it. Instead of doing 100, do a couple. Leave out your house, go out, and don't worry about it. Just know that, listen, everything's going to work out for you. You get what I mean? Because I feel like this message is to tell somebody here, like, listen, you can't see what you're going to have right now, but you are going to have it. But the reason why you can't see what you can have right now is because the panic and the fear is taken over of you being able to see what you could have right now at the moment. So I feel getting this message out here was really important for someone, because I feel like it's someone right now that is, like, literally panicking every day, like, every day. I'm talking about even to the point you're even walking fast, like, you're hyperventilating doing that. Like, something is constantly on your mind every day. You're, like, constantly telling yourself every day, I have to do this, I have to do that, I have to do this. No, you don't have to do a damn thing but relax and know you're going to be taken care of. And when you get in that energy to stop putting your energy into the fear, into the lack of what it is you don't have right now, that's how you will be able to manifest and bring in the things that you do desire. Okay? So I want you guys to look into the comment section, right into the comment section if you see this video, and I want you guys to tell me, like, what is some simple techniques and effective things that you feel like that you can do to be able to, I will say, calm yourself down and your energy down, and something that you can do to be able for you to shift your reality and bring your reality in. Because I definitely feel like this is a season here, and this is a sign here that you are going to receive your blessings and receive the life that you were destined to receive here. But it is this energy that you guys gotta, like, calm your body down. You have to calm your mind down and not react out of panic, because I feel like that's one of the things a lot of us are guilty of doing, that we're reacting out of panic. And when we do react out of panic, we're not receiving the things that we're destined to receive. We're not having a life that we're destined to receive, because we're responding out of panic, and that's forceful. It's not what you really intended and to manifest for. Okay? So I hope this message resonates for who is intended to resonate for, because you matter at the end of the day. And it's time for a lot of you to have that relaxed life and that relaxed nervous system. And I really hope that this message really resonated for who it is. Take care of yourself. Bye for now.